Yeah, visible, right? Fine. So now let's see. I have created one workspace that is 3 p.m. batch. Okay. Now in this workspace, I have added these many collections. Okay. So we were doing CRUD operation in GitHub using variables. We have done successfully. Okay. Let me do it once again. Okay. I'll do one more time for you guys. Okay. I'll just click on blank collection or okay. Just suppose. Okay. Fine. One sec. I'll just yeah, this is API test case that I have written. Okay, so what is my first test case? Verify the user is able to create a repository. Okay, verify the user is able to create a repository, create repo. This is method, this is endpoint, content type, and this is the body. Okay, one sec, let me edit few things in this body. Suppose I have written here
हाँ,
something like
क्या खा लिया सब दूगो खाया था
just editing. I'm just going. I will just go and I will make a repository for the same. Create a repository. Fine. Okay. Now let's try to create one repository with the same name. Okay, I'll go to my Postman. I'll go to create repository. Okay. I'll yes. Now here in this I have given base URL. I have created base URL as my global variable. You can see that scope is global. Okay, and after giving endpoints and choosing post for creation and create repo in request name, I will just edit few things. I will just write here Virat Kohli and description is goat.
कोट
Fine. Now I will just click on save. Okay. So parallelly I am doing API testing. Okay. Parallelly I am doing API testing. Okay. And then same I will write in here in my test case also. I have done API testing and parallelly I'm writing API test cases. Just like guys, we were doing manual testing and we were writing test cases. Same here, we will do API testing and we will write API test case. Very simple. Okay. See second test case. If I want to write this done. This is repo name is what? Repo name is fine. Now fine. Same here also I will do. I'm just writing API test case last time. So if someone has not understood, uh, suppose I have given here value legendary, and then I have copied it also, and here I have given description as I'm just editing my API test case, guys. Okay, don't get confused. Uh, Fine. Till here I will. I have written these many test case. Okay, And now, fine. So I have written these many test case. Now I will just go to my Postman and see. I will fetch repo for it. Okay. If my repository, see, I have given different repository. I have changed here. I have created one repository of what name? Of Virat Kohli name. So I will go to my environment. Is my voice breaking, guys? Uh, is my voice breaking, guys? I guess I'm audible. There is no internet connection from my side. Is my voice clear, guys? Is my voice breaking or something? Please let me know, please. Otherwise, I keep telling you the concept and okay, my voice is clear, right? Please, Ashutosh, please check from your end. Done. So now I have created one repository. So I have created one repository of which name? Virat Kohli name. So I will just go to my मैं सिर्फ चेंज करूंगा क्या करंट वैल्यू को I'll go back to my collections. Okay, I'll copy my repo name. This is my repo name. Okay, fine. I have created one repository by Virat Kohli name. So I will just go and I will edit the current value, that this is my current value that I'm using. Okay, so now after changing, I'll come back to my collection. I will click on fetch repository. Now I will click on send button. See what I am getting, 404 not found. Why I am getting 404 not found? Can anybody please tell me? Tell me, please. Anyone? Why I'm getting 404 not found here? Fast guys, try to analyze. Values. Okay, where values? See, I have given proper value. Virat Kohli. Problem. See, space is proper here. Whenever we are getting 404 not found, that means something is wrong in URL, means we are unable to send a proper request and the request is not redirecting to address, the application's address, means URL. Okay, so we have done something wrong in URL. So let's see, our base URL is correct, our owner is correct. Okay, unresolved variable. Okay, let's come to that. Owner, yeah, this is also correct. Let me see in GitHub. Yeah, this is correct. This is correct. Yeah, this is correct. Fine. So now I'll come back to my collection. I'll click on fetch repository. Okay, my owner name is also correct and my repo name is also correct. We can see that here. Okay, my repo name is also correct. So my URL is correct. So why it is getting 404 not found? Let's see. In authorization also I have selected BRL token and token I have given token value, but it's still I'm getting 404 not found. Yes, correct. No environment. I have selected no environment here where I have created these variables repo and owner. There I'm getting unresolved variable. Correct. Why I'm getting this pop-up unresolved variable? Because I have selected no environment. I have to select test environment here. Now if I go see, it is giving these values, these variable values. Understood, guys? So whenever you are getting 404 not found, it means obviously it means that you have done something wrong in URL. But what wrong thing you have done? See, I have given these values, but when I was mouse hovering to this variable, it was giving me unresolved variable because here we have selected no environment. So we have to select which environment? Test environment. Now successfully I will click on send button. and now what I'm getting, 200. Okay, successfully I'm able to fetch my repository. You can see that also in response body. This is response body. In response body you are able to see this is Virat Kohli. Okay, and this is private false, and description, just scroll down a little and you can see the description as is goat. Now if I want to update it, I will just click on update. Okay, I'll go to body. Okay, I'll go to body. I will just change a description as legendary something. Okay, and I will click on save and I will click on send button. What I'm getting, 200. Okay, now name is Virat Kohli. Private is also false. Okay, but description is legendary. You can see that. Okay, now if I want to delete it, I can delete it also. Okay, I will just click on send button and the repository will get deleted. 204 no content. Okay, so like this guys, we I have done API testing parallelly, and parallelly I have written API test case. Now I guess all of you understood how to write API test case. Okay, just you have to know, and you have to know, and you must have a clear idea about these columns that we have in a test case. You must know about the template, otherwise we just have to fill the data inside this template. Simple, very simple. Okay, so like this we can write test case. Now we have written test case. Now someone will come and execute the test case. Okay, someone will come and execute the test case. So basically when we have written API test case, we have given expected result also, the result we are expecting. Obviously we will give that. Okay, then while checking, while executing, that reviewer or manual text execution person, the person who will do manual test case execution, he will only write status, and he will only tell the actual result. Basically we have to write expected result. So we have written that 201 created, we are expecting. Okay, and this is the response time that we got, and the user should be able to create repo status is equal to 201 created. All these things also should be given by us only. Okay, now how to give this thing, how to give response parameter, how to give the expected result. Okay, now basically we are doing some kind of action here, and we are just validating whether this action has performed or not. हम यहाँ पे कोई एक्शन अभी परफॉर्म करके देख रहे हैं, हम ये सब रिक्वेस्ट भेज रहे हैं सर्वर को, तो हम सर्वर पे कोई एक्शन कर रहे हैं। अब सर्वर से जो हमको रिस्पॉन्स मिल रहा है, वो भी हम एक्सपेक्टेड रिजल्ट में मिल रहे हैं कि रिस्पॉन्स बॉडी में ये सारा रिस्पॉन्स, ये सब आप लोग देख रहे हो, रिस्पॉन्स टाइम लेस देन 1200, नेम विराट कोहली, डिस्क्रिप्शन प्राइवेट, ये सब कुछ आपको रिस्पॉन्स बॉडी में दिख रहा है, और वहीं से आप लोग ये चीज अपने टेस्ट केस में लिख रहे हो। तो एज अ टेस्ट इंजीनियर हमने ये सारा कुछ ठीक है। रेस्पॉन्स पैरामीटर, यूजर शुड बी एबल टू क्रिएट रेपोजिटरी, स्टेटस क्या आ रहा है, 201 क्रिएटेड। ठीक है, एक्सपेक्टेड रिजल्ट, जो हम रिजल्ट एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं कि अगर हम ये सारी डिटेल्स देंगे तो हमारा एक्सपेक्टेड रिजल्ट स्टेटस इज इक्वल टू 201 क्रिएटेड होगा। और रेस्पॉन्स टाइम लेस देन 1200, कि मैं एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा हूँ कि जो ये गिटहब एप्लीकेशन है, इसका सर्वर क्योंकि बहुत अच्छा परफॉर्म करता है और मेरा इंटरनेट कनेक्शन भी ठीक है, तो मैं एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा हूँ कि मैं 1200 से 1500 मिली सेकेंड के नीचे ही मेरा रेस्पॉन्स टाइम आएगा। ओके, सो ऑल दिस काइंड ऑफ things I'm expecting from GitHub server. Okay, now name is equal to Virat Kohli. Obviously I have given one request. As I told before guys, like it depends, whatever kind of request I am sending to server, सर्वर विल ऑल्सो गिव मी द सेम रिस्पॉन्स। ओके, जैसे ही हम रिक्वेस्ट भेजेंगे सर्वर को, वैसे हमको रिस्पॉन्स मिलेगा। गॉट इट। तो हमने सर्वर को बोला विराट कोहली क्रिएट करके दो, उसका रेपोजिटरी क्रिएट करके दो, तो सर्वर ने हमको विराट कोहली का रेपोजिटरी क्रिएट करके दे दिया। फाइन। नाउ तो इसीलिए मैं एक्सपेक्टेड रिजल्ट में ये सारी चीजें दे रहा हूँ, नेम इज इक्वल टू विराट कोहली, डिस्क्रिप्शन प्राइवेट एवरीथिंग, और ओनर भी कुशाग्र सिंह 19, ये सी ओनर नेम इज आल्सो, this is my owner name, so I have given owner name also. Now if I want to, like this, I have written a proper API test case. Okay, I have written a proper API test case, but now if I want to execute this test case, how I will execute it? Simply guys, very simple. I will create, see, I will create one more collection. Sorry, yeah, I will create one more collection. Okay, and I will give name GitHub manual Okay. Now in this collection, I will start adding request. First request, add request. Okay. First request, add request. But before execution, before this thing we will do manual test case execution. But before execution, don't you think we have written, see, I was doing API testing and parallelly I was writing API test case. Okay. But here I have written few test case, but I have not done any kind of validation here. Here in my collection, I have not done any kind of validation. Directly, I have given the expected result in test case. So for validations, if you want to, if we have to validate our actions that we have performed, okay. So for this reason, don't you do you know about post condition and preconditions? Precondition is what? The condition which needs to apply before executing the test case. जब भी हम कोई टेस्ट केस एग्जीक्यूट करते हैं, हमारे रियल सिनेरियो के पहले जो कंडीशन लग जानी चाहिए कि भाई हमारी रियल सिनेरियो है अगर कि हमको कोई प्रोडक्ट को बाय करना है, तो अपने प्रोडक्ट को अगर हमें बाय करना है तो उसके लिए हमें ऑब्वियसली ब्राउजर तो ओपन करना पड़ेगा और उसके यूआरएल पे जाना पड़ेगा। तो जो कंडीशन जो पहले ही लग जानी चाहिए, पहले ही ब्राउजर यूआरएल ये सब ओपन हो जाना चाहिए, फिर उसके बाद रियल टेस्ट केस एग्जीक्यूट हो। ठीक है। और अब ऑब्वियसली हम ये सब करने के बाद ब्राउजर को क्लोज भी करते हैं। तो अब हम हर बार थोड़ी क्लोज ब्राउजर, इसीलिए हम पोस्ट कंडीशन देते हैं। ठीक है। तो प्री कंडीशन क्या होती है? टेस्ट केस के एग्जीक्यूट होने के पहले जो भी कंडीशन लग जाए उसे हम प्री कंडीशन बोल रहे हैं। और टेस्ट केस के एग्जीक्यूट होने के बाद जो कंडीशन लगती है कि भाई ब्राउजर क्लोज हो जाए, एप्लीकेशन लॉग आउट हो जाए, ये सारी कंडीशंस को हम बोलते हैं post condition. Okay, so simply I have performed, like I did some kind of action over here, and I am now validating whatever the action I have performed. So if whenever we have to validate our actions, okay, we have to validate our actions, we have to check whether those actions are as expected or not. Okay, we have to check, if we have to check whether those actions are as expected or not, so we are validating something. So whenever we are validating, we will do it in Postman in tests. We will go to tests. Okay guys, we forgot about this, I forgot about execution for now. First we will give validations. Okay, so see, one by one now I will add. First of all, user should be able to create the repository. This is the first expected result I have given. Now I have given second, status is equal to 201 created. Status is equal to 201 created. So I will click on tests. I will click on tests. Basically, I will test my whole request. Like my whole request means all this request, all this request parameters. I'm going to test the whole request parameters which I have given to server. Okay, so if whenever I have to test or validate the actions, I will go on tests. Okay, I will, this is a section tab in Postman. Okay, just click on tests. Or now these are snippets. What are snippets, sir? Very important question. Okay, very important question. Interviewer may ask you what are snippets. Okay, first, so snippets. What are snippets? Snippets are nothing but uh, snippets are nothing but small programming, small programming codes. Snippets are nothing but small programming codes which are written in Java script language. Snippets are nothing but small programming codes which are written in JavaScript language used to perform validation. Used to perform validations. Simple. What is snippets? If any interviewer asked you, okay, if any interviewer asked you ki how we can validate the test case, if we want to validate the test case in Postman or anywhere in tool, how we will validate if we don't know. See, all of us are not developers, we all are test engineers. Okay, so obviously we don't know JavaScript language because we are not developers, we are not going to create, we are not going to develop any software or something. So why should we know about JavaScript language? So but see, so just because we don't know JavaScript language, so that's why snippets will help us, snippets will help us to do validations. And snippets are nothing but small programming codes which are written in JavaScript language. So why we are using snippets? To do validations, because we can do validations here also directly. If we know about JavaScript language, directly we will write and we will perform validation. Just because we don't know JavaScript language, that's why we are using snippets. These are kind of small methods, you can say, small methods for particular operations. These are some small methods which are written for to perform some particular operations. Okay, so now we will use these snippets to perform validation, or we will use these snippets to basically validate all the actions that we have performed in this test case. Understood, guys, what is a snippet and why we are using it? Everyone understood? Everyone understood? One sec. Okay, fine. Thank you. Okay, one sec. So, uh, yeah, fine. I got a call. Fine. So snippets we are using. See, snippets are nothing but small programming codes which are written in JavaScript language used to perform validation. Simple. Okay. Now snippets, now we are validating the test case which we have written. Okay, so parallelly we are doing API testing and we are writing test cases. So now basically after writing, basically if we are we have added one request for creating a repository. So first thing, we have given request name, then we have given stdv method, then base URL, then these endpoints, then we have checked for authorization, and at last we have given body. So all these things we have done, which is related to our request parameters. Now we will go to tests. We will go to tests and we will give some validations. Okay, we will give some validations just to just to tell just to tell reviewer that all these actions which I'm performing, I have properly validated also. Okay, I have properly validated also. So for this reason we are going to do validation by using snippets. Okay, now first, what is the first? User should be able to create the repository. Status is equal to 201 created. This created is status message and 201 is status code. Okay, so first I will validate status code. How I will validate? By using snippets. So see, these are some small suggestions. Let's see how I can validate any status code. See, status code is 200. I will click on this snippet. Okay, now see, it is written in JavaScript language, as you can see. Okay, see, curly braces to create any object. Inside that object, the body is written over here. Done. Okay, now yeah, status code is 200, but if I create any repository I will get 201. So I will just edit this same method. I will just edit the same method. Here it was written 200 200. I have just edited it to 201. Okay, done. Next, status code is 201. Now status message should be created. So let's see any snippets for status message. Yes, status code name has string. I will click on this particular snippet. Now, status code name has a string, response to have a status created. Okay, created is there, so I don't have to do any changes in this snippet because already created is written over here. Okay, next, what is next? Let's see. Response time less than 1200 millisecond. Okay, fine. Response time, where is response time? See, less response time is less than 200. I will click on this snippet and I will just edit it to 1200. In my test case I have written 1200, so I will give 1200. Okay, fine. Now fine. Now, next name is equal to Virat Kohli. I'll come back and I'll scroll down in this snippet. I'll scroll down, scroll up. Response body JSON value check means in response body, in this response body, this is sorry, this is response body. Okay, in this response body, check the JSON value. Okay, if you want to check JSON value, these are JSON values, correct? So if you want to check the JSON values in response body, you have to select this snippet. Okay, so I will check this. Okay, now your test name function JSON data response data value is equal to 100. No, simply here I will write name. Name is equal to, name is equal to Virat Kohli. Okay, simply I'll just copy. I'll just copy and I'll just paste here. Now Virat Kohli is what? Basically this is a, it is a string, right? Okay, so if it is a string, I should have to write in double quotes. Okay, so I'll use double quotes. Okay, so name is equal to Virat Kohli. Now next again, next description is equal to goat. Description is equal to goat. So basically this is also, obviously this is also written in JSON language. Okay, so again I have to use the same snippet, correct? Response body JSON value check. I will again click on it. Again I'll click on it. Okay, this time not name, this time description we are checking. So I will write description. Description is equal to what? Goat. Goat is what? A string. So if it is a string, I'll just I'll just write string outside. Double quotes. Done. Now next come on guys. See, private is equal to false. This is also JSON value, correct? So again I have to use the same snippet. Say response body JSON value check. I'll click on it. Okay, so here now what I have to give? Private. Private is equal to what? False. Now false is what? Is it a string or boolean value? It is a boolean value. So if it is a boolean value, do I have to write it in double quotes or something? No, I don't have to write. If I write in double quotes, it will become a string. It will not get count as boolean value. Okay, so now I will not write it in double quotes. I will just enter. Click on enter. Then again, next. What is next? Owner is equal to Kushagra Singh, whatever. Okay, so here I'll just copy this. I'll come back and I'll use the same snippet. Response body JSON value check. I will click on it. Okay. Now owner name private. Now owner. Owner should be equal to Kushagra. So Kushagra is what? String. So that's why I will write it in double quotes. Okay. So these many any other validation I have? No, only seven. Okay, only seven. So these many validations I have given over here. Okay. Now see, come back. I'll come back to body. Okay. So basically, while writing API test case only, while doing API test case only, I have written API test case. Then after sending, after I have clicked on send button and I got 201 created, time 1897 millisecond. Okay, so okay, 1897 millisecond I got. And uh, in the response body, these are the things that I got. So the moment I got all these things, I have given tests also. I have given tests also. Key status should be 201. It should be message should be created. Okay, and in response time should be less than 1200, because this is a requirement which is by given customer. Customer only told me that response time should be less than 1200 millisecond. Okay, and then name is equal to Virat Kohli, description is equal to goat, and private is equal to false, and owner is equal to this. These many validations I have given. Okay, and same thing I have written in my API test case also. So that's how we will write API test case. Now if I click on save button guys, and if I click on send button, let's see what will happen. Okay, I've clicked on save and send button. Again, one repository got created. Status is equal to 201 created. But wait, we don't have to check it manually because we have given validations. We have given tests over here, right? So now if you want to check the test results, just click on this test results. Here you can see status code is 201 pass, status code name as a string, it is passed. Response time is failed, it is less than like we have given less than 1200 millisecond, but what exactly we are getting, 9.61 second. Okay, means 9 second it is taking to uh, like for response time, okay, for executing the request. Okay, so and all other things are passed, name is also passed, this is also passed, this is also passed, but owner name this owner name is getting failed. Okay, this owner name is getting failed. So two things are getting failed, response time and owner name. So we have done something mistake in owner name, we will see that later. And but response time, as I told before guys, it depends upon the internet connection. Maybe my connection is slow, that's why I'm getting this response time, or maybe the server speed is slow, that's why I'm getting 9 second. Okay, so it depends upon the server only, don't worry about it if it is getting failed. Okay, now now successfully I have given validations for one request. Now I will move to second request. Okay, I will move to second request. Now again I will go to tests, and here I will start writing expected result. So now let's see, if I fetch repository. Okay, if I fetch repository, user should be able to get the created repository. Okay, status is equal to 200. Okay, its status is equal to 200. Okay, so I will click on tests, I will come here, status is equal to 200. Okay, so status code is 200, I will click on this. 200 is already there, so we don't have to change it, so we will just keep this thing. And then we'll scroll down a little and we will see status code name has a string, we will click on this. Okay, now here they have given created, so I will write it as okay. We are just validating the request guys. Okay, fine. Now second third thing, response time less than 1000 millisecond. Okay, like how much response time we got, 580 we got, but still we will write that response time is less than, we will select this snippet, response time is less than 200. Okay, and we will make it as 1000 millisecond. Okay, 1000 millisecond. Next next name is equal to Virat Kohli, description is equal to goat. Okay, fine. So if I want to check JSON value, I have to select one snippet, that is response body JSON value check. I will click on this. Okay, and here if you want to edit few things, you can edit it. Suppose you can give here your repo name, something like that. Okay, and here name is equal to Virat Kohli, right? Virat Kohli, and Virat Kohli is a string, so it will write it in. We will write it in double quotes. Enter. Next what? Next description and then private. Okay, so I'll do it quickly. I will just click on this. This is description, and here it is goat. It is a string, so I will write in double quotes. Now next validation, again response body JSON value check. This is your repo name, this is your description name, and this is your private name, something like that. Okay, your private name, or we can write it as your private name doesn't sound good, so we will write it as your value for private. Okay, and your value for private is basically, here we will write private is equal to what, false, and it is a boolean, so we will not give double quotes. Very simple. Next, owner is equal to this. Fine, so I will just copy the owner name, I will come back and I will give owner name response body JSON value check. your owner name, owner name, owner is equal to, it is a string, so I will write it in double quotes. Simply I have given these many validations also. Again I have given these many validations in my second request. Same thing I have done. Same thing I have done previously also, same thing I have done here also. Now click on save button and send button. Let's see. Test results. Let's see, click on this. Okay, status code is 200 pass, this is also pass, response time is also pass because we are getting 529, which is less than 1000 milliseconds, so that's why it is passed. Your name is passed, your description and private fall value is also part, but owner name is getting failed. Why owner name is getting failed? Why owner name is getting failed? Let's see that. Till here, are you understanding, guys, how I'm giving validations for each and every test we'll have to write or select from? Yes, Diksha. For each and every, for each and every request we have to give validations. How we will give validations? By using snippets. Okay. Why we are giving for each and every step? Yes, we can say that, Diksha. Yes, correct. We can say that. Okay. So now, basically, uh, I have because I obviously I'm giving these many data. I'm giving these many data. I'm giving request to server to create anything, to fetch anything, or to update anything. So here I'm giving data. So here, whenever I'm giving data, whenever I'm performing any action at server, okay. So I have to check whether that action has performed or not. So all these responses we are getting, all these responses we are getting from server, so same responses we have to validate. How to validate? By using snippets. Okay, so each time if we are performing action, each time we have to validate whether that action has performed or not. Okay, so first we will perform action, then we can see this is the expected result that we should get. Okay, so we will write parallelly we will write. Okay, we will do API testing and we will write API test case and we will give validations as well. Okay, understanding, guys? So that's how by using snippets we can perform validation. Now again I will just same I will repeat. Okay, in update repository also same thing. I will click on tests. Okay, now very simple. If I was in class, you guys will be repeating after me, but it's okay, we will not do here, but just try to repeat, okay, in yourself only. That now second thing, update repository. Okay, so these are the values that I'm expecting, these many values that I'm expecting, and need to validate all these values. So first is status is equal to 200. Okay, I'll come back to my Postman, I'll click on tests. Now, first thing I have to validate, status is equal to 200. Okay, so I will just scroll down and see status is code is 200. Select it. Already it is written 200, so I don't have to edit it. Next, status code has a string, where it is. Status code name has a string. I will click on this. Okay, what I should get? Okay, so I will write okay. Okay, fine. Enter. Next, what is next? Response time less than 800 millisecond. Okay, so I'll select this. This is snippet, response time is less than 200, and then I will edit it to 800 millisecond. 800 millisecond. Enter. Next, um, a name is equal to Virat Kohli. Description is equal to legendary. Okay, fine. So if I want to check the values of JSON body, which is written in response body, which is written in JSON. So see response body JSON value check. Click on this. Your test name is, basically I have not updated my repository. I have just updated the description of my repository. So my repository name should be same. So that's why name is equal to should be Virat Kohli. Okay. Then enter. What should be description? Again, response body JSON value check. Click on it. Okay, repo name, this is your description, your description name. Okay, your description name. Here I will give description, and this is Virat Kohli. And Virat Kohli, now this it got updated. Previously he was good, now he is legend as also. So legendary in double quotes I will write. Now second, okay, second, enter. Again response body JSON value check, I will click on this. Okay, this time your value for private, your value for private. Okay, private is equal to what? False, true? False. I have not. See in body, do I have changed the value for private? No, only description. So that's why private will be, should be false. Enter. Next, here also. Oh, private is equal to, no, no, no. If I have not changed, then I have to write here also false. Okay, and then owner, copy. Again click on this, your value for private, your owner name, owner name, owner is equal to this. Okay, so again I have given these many validations: status code, status message, response time, repository name, description name, value for private, and owner name. These many validations I have given according to my body. I will click on save and I will click on send button. Again, see, test results, click on this. Okay, status code is 200 pass, this is also pass. Response time is also passed, 557. We have given 800, less than 800 millisecond. Okay, it is also passed. Except owner name, everything is getting passed. Okay, so there must be some defect or something defect from our side or server side, or I don't know what, why it is getting failed, but we will see that. Let's see that why it is getting failed. But before, let me again tell you by deleting the repository. Okay, again I will click on tests. Again I will click on tests. Now this time, how many thing I have to validate, because I'm going to delete the repository. So obviously name, description, private, none of these things will be displayed. Should okay, if I have deleted my content successfully, so none of these things should be displayed. Okay, only which what thing will be displayed? JSON body should be vanished. Okay, should be ekdam gayab. Okay, sirf only these status code and response time, these things should be displayed. Now, so I will give only status code and response time. So I will come back and I will give, first what I will give, first I will give status code. Okay, so status code is 200. Okay, so what status code should I get? 204. Here also I will get 204. Okay, 204, 204 status code. Enter. Status message, let's see again. Status, where is the status message? Status code, code name has a string. I will click on this, create it. What it should be, see what it should be, 204, no content. Okay, so I will just copy this and I will paste no content. This status message should be displayed here like this, no content. Okay, enter. Now how much response time? 700 millisecond. We can see that 800, less than 800 obviously. Okay, so again response time is less than 200 and we will edit it to 800 millisecond. Okay, so only these many thing we need to validate only, because the other thing will get deleted. Okay, so I will click on save and I will click on send button. So see, test results, I will click on test results. Are you able to see? All of them are passed. It's because status code is 204, name as a string is also no content, and response time is less than 800 millisecond. It is also passed because it is 595 here. Did you guys understood how to do validation using snippets in this test section? Did you understood? While doing API testing only, I have written API test case and I need to give tests. I need to give these tests. Okay, we are giving validations by using snippets. Did you understood? Everyone, I'm asking from everyone. Everyone, please respond. Just like you guys were responding in class. You guys were so active. I'm grateful for that. So please respond here as well. Okay, and don't sleep. If you're getting sleep, please let me know. I will make you entertain. I will make you why we are getting. I'll just solve this problem in just few minutes. I know some of you will be having classes of Java or something, so we'll end this session soon. But now let's discuss about this problem. Okay, in every repository we are getting same issue. Okay, that owner name is failed. Owner name is getting failed. Okay, owner name is getting failed. See, everywhere only owner name is getting failed. Why is it so? Let's find out. Okay, so I will open my tests. I will open my tests. Okay, I'll just open my tests, and I will just scroll down till last. Okay, so let me give some names to it. This is my repository, so here I will give your repo name and your description name, description name, and your value for private. Okay, and last your owner name. So let's see, guys, what is wrong in this owner name. Very important. Please look here. Please focus. Very important point. Okay, your owner name. Why it is getting failed? Let's see. Here we have given. Okay, owner is equal to Kushagra Singh 1947. Are we getting the same in response body? Let's see. Okay, here we have given name is equal to Virat Kohli. Okay, so here we have name is equal to Virat Kohli. Now scroll down. Here we have given description is equal to goat. Okay, so for description just scroll down to little. Okay, description is equal to goat. Okay, whatever we are getting in response body we are validating. See, here we have given private is equal to false. Let's see. Yes, private is equal to false. Now last, here we have given owner is equal to Kushagra Singh 1947. Let's see. Owner is equal to Kushagra Singh 1947. But it is not. This owner name, it is not in front of owner. It is in front of which? What? Login. Okay. Login is equal to Kushagra Singh 1947. Okay. What we have written here? Owner. Okay. But we don't have to write login something because we have to give owner value, right? Why we have, if we give a login, we are not giving login value or something, we are giving owner value. Okay, we have written API test case in which mention owner is equal to this. Okay, so here we don't have to give login is equal to Kushagra Singh 1947 because we have to go owner, we have to give owner, right? So please focus here, please focus here, please. Okay, I will just, yeah, please focus here. Are you able to see in JSON language, if we are writing JSON, if we are writing in JSON structure, how to create, how to create a object by using curly braces, correct? So this is one curly brace, one object get created. Okay, and in JSON also, whenever we are creating an object, obviously we have to close it also. Okay, so with the help of this curly brace I have created one object, and inside this object I have given these many IDs, these many data. Okay, these many data are present. Now see, this object is not getting close and another object is getting open. ओके, ये ऑब्जेक्ट अभी हमने क्रिएट किया, ये क्लोज नहीं हुआ, ऊपर से एक और ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट हो गया, ये देखो एक और कर्ली ब्रेसेस। तो मतलब ये एक ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट हुआ, फिर उसके बाद यहाँ से एक और ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट हुआ। अब ये ऑब्जेक्ट के अंदर ही हमारा ओनर नेम है, आईडी है, नोड आईडी है, अवतार यूआरएल है। ठीक है, तो इसको मैं स्क्रॉल करूंगा ना, देखना है, स्क्रॉल करा करा करा, अब यहाँ पे ये क्लोज हो गया। ठीक है, ये वाला ऑब्जेक्ट जो अभी ओपन हुआ था, ये वाला ऑब्जेक्ट यहाँ पे क्लोज हो गया। फिर उसके बाद ये डिस्क्रिप्शन आया। ठीक है, तो बेसिकली आप यहाँ पे देखेंगे कि जो नेम है, फुल नेम है, प्राइवेट है, नोड आईडी या फिर ये जो आईडी है, ये सब चीजें पहले ऑब्जेक्ट के अंदर है, जबकि जो हमारा ओनर नेम है वो दूसरे ऑब्जेक्ट के अंदर है। पहले ऑब्जेक्ट के अंदर ये देखो आईडी, नोड आईडी, नेम, फुल नेम, प्राइवेट है, फिर दूसरा ऑब्जेक्ट ओपन हुआ, फिर दूसरा ऑब्जेक्ट क्लोज हो गया, फिर पहले ही ऑब्जेक्ट में हमारा HTML URL, डिस्क्रिप्शन, फोर्क URL, ये सब आ गया। ठीक है, तो अगर हमको एक ऑब्जेक्ट से या हम एक ऑब्जेक्ट में है। अगर हमको एक ऑब्जेक्ट से दूसरे ऑब्जेक्ट में जाना है, बेसिकली अगर हमें एक ऑब्जेक्ट से दूसरे ऑब्जेक्ट में कोई चीज को पॉइंट आउट करनी है, कुछ भी करना है, तो वो हम कैसे करेंगे, किसके हेल्प से? बस एक डॉट के हेल्प से। ठीक है, क्या? एक डॉट, ओनली डॉट। इफ वी वांट टू, if we want to if we want to navigate from from one object to another object, if we want to navigate from one object to another object, we will navigate by applying. Applying will be the correct word, I don't know, but I'm just writing, just try to understand it. Okay, by we will navigate by applying dot. Okay, dot, simple. Okay, now, so here I have here एक ये ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएटेड है, ये दूसरा ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएटेड है, और दूसरे ऑब्जेक्ट में ही मेरा ये ओनर नेम है। ठीक है, तो मतलब मेरे को ओनर से यहाँ पे जाना है दूसरे ऑब्जेक्ट में, तो मैं ओनर डॉट लगाया, दूसरे ऑब्जेक्ट में चला गया, और फिर वो जिसके सामने है वो लिख दिया। ठीक है, तो बेसिकली अब यहाँ पे आप देखोगे कि जो डिस्क्रिप्शन है ये पहले ऑब्जेक्ट, अच्छा गाइस, डिस्क्रिप्शन ये पहले ऑब्जेक्ट में है कि दूसरे ऑब्जेक्ट में है?
पहले में है।
व्हाट व्हाट डिस्क्रिप्शन, पहले ऑब्जेक्ट में है कि दूसरे ऑब्जेक्ट में है? पहले ऑब्जेक्ट में, करेक्ट। फर्स्ट ऑब्जेक्ट में, क्योंकि यहाँ पे आप देखोगे ये पहला फर्स्ट ऑब्जेक्ट, फिर दूसरा ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट हुआ, फिर दूसरा ऑब्जेक्ट क्लोज हो गया, तो मतलब ये पहले ही ऑब्जेक्ट में है। अभी आप लोग और स्क्रॉल करोगे नीचे, तो यहाँ पे देखोगे कि और भी ऑब्जेक्ट्स क्रिएट होंगे फिर क्लोज होंगे। देखो कोई फिर से यहाँ पे देखो, ये देखो क्रिएट हुआ, फिर ये क्लोज हो गया। ठीक है, फिर देखो ये लास्ट में ये ऑब्जेक्ट यहाँ पे क्लोज हुआ है। ठीक है, तो बेसिकली ये सारी चीजें फर्स्ट ऑब्जेक्ट के अंदर आएंगी, और यहाँ पे सब सेकंड ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट हुआ था जो कि क्लोज हो गया। लेकिन जो हमारा ओनर है वो सेकंड ऑब्जेक्ट में है, इसलिए हमको फेल आ रहा था। ठीक है, तो हमको प्रॉब्लम समझ में आई कि हमारा ये फेल क्यों आ रहा था, क्योंकि हमारा जो रेस्पॉन्स बॉडी, ये जो था डेटा, ये दूसरे ऑब्जेक्ट में था, लेकिन जब हम अप्लाई कर रहे थे वो पहले ऑब्जेक्ट के लिए ही कर रहे थे। तो अब हम क्या करेंगे, हमको प्रॉब्लम का पता चल गया, और हमको सोल्यूशन भी पता चल गया कि अगर हमको दूसरे ऑब्जेक्ट में नेविगेट करना है तो हम डॉट के हेल्प से कर सकते हैं। प्रॉब्लम समझ में आया, सोल्यूशन समझ में आया? बस सोल्यूशन को अब अप्लाई करते हैं। ये ओनर डॉट, डॉट लगाया, दूसरे ऑब्जेक्ट में गया, ओनर डॉट लॉग इन। ठीक है, ओनर डॉट लॉग इन। अब मैं इसको सेव करता हूं और सेंड करता हूं, तो लेट्स 6/7 देखते हैं, 6 फेल हुए हैं, सॉरी 6 पास हुए हैं, एक फेल हुआ है। स्टेटस कोड 201 पास है, ये भी पास है। रिस्पॉन्स टाइम गाइज आपके इंटरनेट पे डिपेंड करेगा और सर्वर के स्पीड पे, डोंट वरी अबाउट इट इफ इट इज गेटिंग फेल्ड। अब ये पास है, ये पास है, बाकी सब पास है। ओनर नेम भी हमारा पास हो गया। यहाँ रेपोजिटरी अगर फेच भी करना है, यहाँ पे भी ओनर नेम फेल था, यहाँ पे भी ओनर नेम को जाके मैं कट कर देता हूँ। कैसे कनेक्ट करूंगा, ये सब, ये रेपो, डिस्क्रिप्शन, प्राइवेट, ये सब पहले ऑब्जेक्ट में थे, इसलिए हमको कोई डॉट वॉट नहीं लगाना पड़ा, क्योंकि दूसरे ऑब्जेक्ट में हमको नहीं जाना था। अब ओनर में क्या है कि हमको दूसरे ऑब्जेक्ट में हमारा डेटा प्रेजेंट है, तो दूसरे ऑब्जेक्ट ऑब्जेक्ट में हम गए डॉट लगा के, और वो हमारा किसके सामने है, लॉगिन के सामने है। यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो लॉगिन के सामने है, ये लॉगिन के, इसलिए ओनर डॉट जिसके सामने है वो लॉगिन, और फिर ये वैल्यू। ठीक है, तो मैंने दिया ओनर डॉट लॉगिन और ये वैल्यू। अब वापस से मैं सेव करता हूँ और इसे सेंड करता हूँ, तो देखते क्या मिलता है, टेस्ट रिजल्ट 7/7। अब अपडेट रिपोजिटरी में भी सेम चीज, वापस से टेस्ट में जाता हूँ। ठीक है, यहाँ पे ओनर नेम है ओनर डॉट लॉग इन। ठीक है, सेव करता हूँ, सेंड कर देता हूँ। अब मेरे को क्या मिल जा रहा है, 7/7। अब मैं प्रॉपरली मैंने वैलिडेशंस कर ली है टेस्ट केसेस लिखते टाइम। ओके गाइस, गॉट इट? कैसे मैंने एग्जीक्यूशन, एग्जीक्यूशन अभी नहीं किया मैंने, मैनुअल टेस्ट केस एग्जीक्यूशन एग्जीक्यूशन तो किया ही नहीं है। अभी सिर्फ मैंने एक टेस्ट केस लिखा है। बेसिकली मैंने एपीआई टेस्टिंग की और टेस्ट केस लिखा। अब उन सारे एक्शंस को मैं वैलिडेट भी किया। कहाँ पे किया वैलिडेट? टेस्ट्स में किया। कैसे किया? स्निपेट्स के हेल्प से। एवरीवन अंडरस्टूड? Any doubts, any queries? Everyone understood the concept, and why owner was getting failed, what is the reason behind that? Do you know, understood the reason behind it and what is the solution for that? Understood everything? Please respond fast. Any doubts, anything? Do you want me to repeat or something? Everyone understood? Okay, fine. Very nice. Fine. Very nice. Okay. So that's all, guys. See what we have learned today. Basically, we have learned how we can give validations. In our API test case, we are writing expected result as well. Okay, so how we can give validations by using snippets, we have learned today. So I request